Hey everyone, today I'm going to update you on our watermelon. As you can see from the beginning, which I'll show you, I'll insert a clip of how it looked at the beginning. This is the watermelon now. As you can see, it's getting the climbers, the little wiry threads to climb onto something. Today I am going to be using these. I'm going to be placing on each side. This is our second layer crate. Right here is getting big. And then our third layer crate is getting big. So since it's two plants, and also, as you can see, we have a flower. I'm probably going to pick that flower off so it can get more leaves and nutrients so it can get bigger. But as of now, we are going to add these stakes on each side, and then I'm going to guide it with a string. So as you can see, I've added this pole on this side for these two crates of watermelon, and I'm going to guide it with a string. And I'm going to find some more poles for this one. These ones facing this way, but so far these are for these two watermelon. So far so good, alhamdulillah. Now I'm going to be using this string, and I'm going to keep cutting it, attaching it to this, lightly to this, and attaching it to my pole. And I'm going to do the same thing to the bottom. So stay tuned. So I've tied it loosely around my watermelon stalk, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap it around slowly. Hope you all can see this. Not too tight. And then once I wrap it around, I'm going to tie it across with this pole to guide it. So now, when I'm doing this, as the watermelon gets bigger and bigger, I'm going to be adding another stake on about 3 inches. No, I wouldn't say 3 inches, about a little bit further apart. So here, 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 and making kind of like a straight line trellis. This end up looking like a trellis, but this is this is the next step. So as you can see, I did it on the bottom as well. I tied it in here, but when I wrap this around here, I am going to remove this flower so it can get more nutrients and get longer as to the end of our watermelon bud. Get nutrients all to these top leaves so it can get bigger. So I'm going to attach this to the pole and remove that flower. So here we have attached the string from the crate to the poles. I attached the top one. I removed some flowers so it can get nutrients to the very top leaves. And these are little stringy things, stringy climbers, I would like calling them. I guided them to cross around the string. And here we have the bottom here. I did the same to remove the flower. And here I've done the same, and I removed the flower from over here, and I've done the same at the top. So now I'm going to guide this one to this pole, and the very back one I'm going to guide to the other pole. I've done the second step to our crate watermelons, and I've tied this first layer since it's starting to string and get longer. I tied it to this small pole, like $1.50 at Rural King or Tractor Supply. And I did the third one right here, the first crate, which is on the ground. I did right here, and I tied the middle crate to this side of this pole. This is the bottom of the other side, the top of the other side. And of course, we don't need to really bother this right here. I'll figure that out when I once this gets bigger on the top. And as you can see, I tied this to guide it this way. So hello everyone again. This is a small update on our tomato trellis. As you can see, the tomatoes are getting really big and bushy. So today what I'm going to do, as you can see, the last tomato clip I've added, you see the flowers around that is gotten taller. So what I'm going to do is use this other tomato clip, hook it to the string, and guide it up our trellis. So I'm going to keep on doing that, and as they get taller, I'm going to keep on doing that. So I've added all of my tomato clips to the tomato trellis line. As you can see, let me go in a little bit closer. I added these to this layer and added it to the string right here so it can continue to climb up, up and up. Added it to all of them. And I made sure the tomato clips were on the main stem of the tomato. It's a beneficial by spider web right here. And so as they get taller, I will add more and more clips, inshallah. So far, this is how they are looking. No weeds still. Here is a quick update. This is a day after tying. As you can see, it's getting longer. And it has another flower. Another flower coming down there. And right here, and it's almost to the pole already on the top. It's a rainy morning, so hope you all stay subscribed, stay tuned, and we'll keep you updated on our watermelon crate garden. Alright, I've made some good old juice for our watermelon plants to pour in our compost. Watermelons are heavy feeders, so this is a mixture of fish emulsifier, some nitrogen and phosphorus. I'm not going to pour it directly on the watermelon, but I'm going to pour it inside of these compost bins right here. So, let's get ready. So here we go. Oops, the leaf got in the way. There's our nutrients, and it'll slowly sink down into the watermelon plant. And I will continue to feed the bottom. What I do is I lift this up a little bit, and then I pour it inside of the cup. You see the cup right here? Alright, so it's getting late now, but they're getting long, getting some food, slowly sinking down in there, and feeding our plants.